I kidnapped you to feed you bliss and to prevent my own starvation, my own requirements. I've been granted with the permissions of Cupid to feel love and to be loved. This is a journey we shall experience stepping forward with our own questionable free will. Let us create a new world in which the vibrations of X can't penetrate our Y. We exist for us. And how dare they begin to even attempt to break and destroy what God didn't allow them to even begin. Now we move against all sounds that are there to trample us, and we create our own rhythm path in new instruments so we can rewrite the chorus for all who follow. Let our love be the example of a moral compass to all those who sin against us, and we shall be the presentation for all eyes to witness that love is true, and true love is here. That's something I wrote for you. As you know, I love you very much. And daily, as day goes by, I see you love me. Let me take your blindfold off. How do you feel? You look more and more at home every day. It is quite the beautiful sight. Let's just chill today. Let's just relax. I was thinking about my own childhood, and it made me realize, although I know much about you, there's a lot about your early days that I don't know. And maybe I can share some of my own. For example, when we were young, we had a Nintendo 64, and I played the game Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. I loved that game. I don't know if you ever played it, ever heard of it, but it meant a lot to me. Suddenly at the time, it really spelt the idea of adventure to me. And as I grew up, life felt less like an adventure, more like a script. Do this, do that, go to school, go to college, get a job. And I moved through those motions. I moved through those waves. But the game never left me. And eventually I realized you can either be the protagonist or the side character, just like in Zelda. And the only difference is you either do the things you want to do, decide on what you want and pursue it, or you don't. So if I didn't take you, my life could have just been a boat bouncing on the waves. No real direction, no real control. It was me who took the control. It was me who rewrote this entire life that I had been living and granted you a life free of the mundane, the boring, the normal. It's a very strange world, but I can't say I regret ever doing what we've both done. And you slowly showing a reflection of love towards me is only reinforcing that this was the right decision. And our lives are not normal. We don't want them to be normal. Our lives are magical. They are so magical. And our love can break through any barrier, any force. Sometimes in games, you go to a wall and you can't go outside. That's the edge. Sometimes there's even invisible barriers. And when I think of life like that, now I know with our love, every barrier collapses. We smash through everything. Every day has become slightly more joyous. And not just joyous, but it's almost been an awakening. Every day I seem to learn more about how this was truly the correct path for you and me. And I love you. And I can see that you love me. And I can't even begin to explain how that touches my heart. Last night I had a dream. I killed someone. Not you. I would never. I killed someone. And that's not the nice part of the dream. The dream was you were there. And do you know what you did? You helped me hide the evidence. You were there helping me get rid of all evidence, get rid of all trails that would lead back to us from the police. And I thought of that dream a lot during today and how it represents what we've become. Now, I'm not saying I would ever kill her, but that dream is like a message. We've become the ride and die couple. I see it more and more every day. How do you feel not being handcuffed anymore? It feels good, right? How do you feel not being unconscious as much? Feels good. You can see, you can hear. All your senses are present. Do you have any dreams about me? Do you have any curiosity about me? Or are you just willing to accept my love? I don't want to pry, but I'm going to prove how much you love me. Try to think of anyone else, not your family, not friends, but any partner that you've truly loved. You were single before I kidnapped you, so you had some failed relationships. How many of them would do what I do for you? Cook for you every day, spend every single second thinking about you? How many of them would break their backs trying to make you happy, would risk losing their own lives, sacrificing their own lives to prison just to be with you? these feelings must make you feel a certain way. Not to become or seem obsessive, although I feel like we're way past that. But there must be a part of you that likes to be the feature, the person of obsession. Right? There must be. There must be a part of you that appreciates my love. There must be a part of you that loves me back for providing you the love I feel. And it's rather glorious to think about. I wish I had made my actions sooner. I wish I didn't wait as long to confess to you how much I love you through action. I spent a long time nervous. And maybe we could have came to the same result in a different way. Maybe we could have just asked you out on a date. Maybe. But you had never really looked at me before. I'm not saying I was correct in everything I did, but it's hard to see fault or missteps. Now we are at this point. Even if I asked you for a date, how long would it have been before we felt fully comfortable with each other to express our love? I put us on the speedy track to this result. And I knew this is what had to be. I knew you were who I had to be with, and I knew you didn't deserve anyone less than me. Someone who would do everything for you. Someone who would kill just to be with you. It's a beautiful thing. Anyway, did you play any games? Did you have a PlayStation? A GameCube? What did you have? What cartoons did you like? What was your favourite childhood treat? I really like the gobstoppers or jawbreakers. I'm not sure what you call them. They have gum in the middle. They were my favourite. I'm not even sure why. I don't believe taste-wise they were the best, but something about them was so novel. They were by far my favourite. They came in different wrappers too. You could get sour ones, flaming hot ones, strawberry ones, blue raspberry ones, sour apple, jawbreakers. I really like them. What about you? Let me guess. I think you are into gummy bears, gummy worms, sour gummy worms, sour gummy bears. Is that what you like? I believe it is, but I won't tell you how I know. Okay, would you like a drink so I can prepare some food? I will prepare something very delicious. It's another day, another very good day, where we are expressing our love to one another without any crude or rude comments or faces. there seems to be an underlying acceptance of love. And I love you so much for that. Okay? You've remained very calm through all of this. Very receptive. And I thank you for it dearly. Okay. I'm gonna put your blindfold on. Okay. I want you to take a sip of water. And I will prepare your food. Okay. Remember that I love you. Now, please take a little sip. Thank you. I appreciate your obedience. And I'll count down 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25,